want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna. I'm breaking the rules, only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in it.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Indianapolis. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Eck. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Jacobs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Colts had 10-6 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To the air, Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. For these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Allen. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try? You see your guys open before you deliver.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Houston.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert going up top for Kupp. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Herbert off of play action. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. It's Herbert. they'll just get rid of him.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. T. Higgins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Demir Bird to return for and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 7 at the 16-yard line.
And down he'll go at the 25. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Allen. The connection made. It's Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called it old reliable.
To push off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Side is Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 17. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2-2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. On play action, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd and inches, Herbert on the move to his left. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Herbert throwing again. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now it's Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cooper Kupp, a 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8.
14, Colts 6. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one, and it's a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught outright by Graham. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Allen taking it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And this will be incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Bird to return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on 1 throw right there.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Bird to return from his end zone. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen on first and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. On the out route, this ball complete to Graham. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
9 yards. That's good for our Colts. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for another Colts. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Herbert. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Of the gun, Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And 8-yard pickup. First down, Houston.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Give them 17 on the pick up there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw here, Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Counter play with Jacobs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
A gain of 12. And the Texans 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, here's Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st down, Houston.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They snap it to Herbert. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 30-yard.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second hefty adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's